Time now for Coming In Hot with Brent Wallace, former Ottawa Senator Jason York, and Graham Nichols.
Happy January 13th, everybody. Brent Wallace alongside Jason York. Welcome to Coming In Hot. Brought to you by Bet365. Frankie Corrado will join us in a bit. Yorkie, listen, big news out of CBJ. We'll get to it with Frankie too, but you're there and suddenly Rick Bowness is back behind the bench. What's the reaction?
Boots on the ground. Well, I will know in about an hour because I'm heading over to the rink, but I am a little surprised at that one. I didn't see that one coming. Bones is a great human being, great coach. I'm sure he'll do fine, but I guess, Columbus was looking for a change. But how long was Evason there for? He wasn't there that long, was he?
I feel like 2 years, like 2.5 years.
Yeah. Somebody posted I don't know if you saw it, Wally, the tenures of coaches in the National Hockey League this year. Like after you get by Cooper and Bednar, that list of years in a row where guys coach, they're like endangered species. Like
yes, a year and a half for Dean Evason. I saw a note before I think the start of this season that the average tenure of an NHL coach right now is about 3 years.
It's that high? I thought it was lower.
High? That seems 3. You barely got your paint off the door.
Because Coop's bringing the average up.
Him and Paul Maurice just ruining it for and Rod Brindamore.
Yeah, Paul and Bednar. Those are the guys. Because after that, the graph it's like it starts with Coop and then Paul Maurice and Bednar, and then all of a sudden, wham! Like you've got. It's that's why there's so much stress in that business. That's why all the coaches have the red faces, and a lot of the guys are a little overweight, and it's
that's because of the playing, York. We've covered that.
Well, the playing, but stress is a weight gain or two, Wally. Come on, you know that.
100%. 100%. We'll get to that when Frankie joins us. Right now, Columbus, Ottawa tied for last in the Eastern Conference this morning, Yorkie.
I saw that. Well, we'll see what happens today. What the new day brings, Wally.
We need a little turnaround, and I think Vancouver might be the right elixir for that.
Elixir.
Is that right? Did I use that right?
I think an elixir is like something you would take back in the olden times for if you were feeling under the weather. Well, you could have went with cod liver oil. Is that the cod liver oil for the Sens tonight? If you really want to get old school, Little Rascals.
Suddenly, everybody's eyes in the chat just rolled back into the back of their head. Just what is he talking about?
Raise your hand in the chat if you've seen the Little Rascals.
Oh my God!
That's where cod liver oil comes from. Alfalfa used to get us cod liver oil.
I swear to God, if you bring up Happy Days, I'm shutting the show down.
Funny you mentioned. I work with the guy from Happy. John Abbott is Richie Cunningham.
This show is taking a turn.
My play-by-play partner in Calgary, John Abbott, nicest fan of hockey. Him and Richie Cunningham have never been seen in the same room.
Okay. Let's see here. Debbie and Duncan both have their hands up for you, Yorkie, okay?
Hands are up. There you go. That was good TV. That's good TV. A little after school. Little Rascals. Maybe a little Batman.
Oh, sure. You may know this. I don't. Steve in Ottawa. I got a pickle. Hey. Is that alfalfa? Is that Fat Albert? Hey.
Yeah, Fat Albert says, hey. Nothing but a pickle.
Listen, I don't know where the pickle's from. So that's why I was asking if you knew.
Actually, I don't know that one. I don't know. So we'll need somebody to tell me.
Buckwheat. That's it. Buckwheat. Josh says you make him feel young. So that's good. All right. We got
Frankie. Is Frankie waiting?
No, Frankie's going to be about 7 or so minutes.
Okay, I love Frankie's good people, man.
Frankie,
yeah.
I don't know how much time over the holidays you got to watch World Juniors, but he was fantastic.
I thought he was excellent. I actually watched a lot of World Junior this holiday season. It was good. It was good. I was chatting with, speaking of World Juniors, I was chatting with Zane Perek yesterday, who was outstanding for Team Canada. He was really good offensively.
Yeah, set the D scoring for Canadian defenseman.
13 points. Crazy. He's got a crazy shot. He, you know what he reminds me a lot of? Mike Green, the old Washington Capitals. Did Mike Green score 35 goals one year for Washington?
I think he had 2 30-goal seasons for sure.
Yeah.
And arguably should have won the Norris, right? But because it was we weren't into the points back then, he didn't get it. He was he was a hell of a defenseman.
Great shot.
Mike Green, I'm just going to quickly tell you before we move on.
I think he had 31
in 08-09. He's only had one, and then he had 19 and 18.
Yeah. Spent some two. Yeah. Yeah, he had a heck of a shot from the point. Really good offensive defenseman. Mike Green.
All right, sorry, we'll move on. Okay. So we've got the I don't know if there's something I'm missing before we get to this. We'll ask Frankie about James Reimer. We'll get to all that. Ryan bonus. But Vancouver is in a world of hurt, and I'm all for it right now. They are in the last. Oh,
you love misery, don't you?
Ottawa could use a victory, Yorkie. I'm going to put it to you this way. So this is the only reason I am all for a team that's lost 4 straight games on the road. They've allowed 5 goals or more in all of those games. They're 1-7-2 in their last 10. They haven't won a road regulation game since December 19th. And they're 2-5 in their last 7 on the road. Both those wins by shootout.
No Thatcher Demko. I think Demko's.
He may be done for the year.
I saw that. So there's another positive.
4-12-3 on the road are the Vancouver Canucks. That's why I am all for the chaos that ensues in Vancouver, because hey, we can appreciate it at the moment.
Yeah. No Kiefer Sherwood as well, who's having a great year in Vancouver. No
Marco Rossi, I don't think.
You got to be careful with a wounded. What do they say it? The wounded bear who's cornered. He's or wounded animal. I don't think
he's in the corner. He's cornered. He's coming out fighting. Raccoon. Yeah. You don't want to corner a raccoon.
A cornered raccoon, exactly. Have you ever cornered a raccoon, Wally?
No, Yorkie. Does it look like I'm anywhere near a raccoon?
I have. When I was a youngster,
were you sober?
I was a little kid. I think I was 9 years old. I was up at my buddy's cottage, Paulo juiced, and he's like, you want to have some fun? There's lots of raccoons. He had a BB gun, and he was going after the raccoons. Somehow the raccoon got into the cottage, into the screened-in porch, and was cornered. I came face to face with a cornered raccoon, and it just started going like it got the claws up, and then like, here you go, Mr. Raccoon, this way out, because he meant business, Wally.
Yes, I'm sure he did. All right, so when you played in Ottawa, which teammate would have been the best guy to have called to get rid of a raccoon?
To corner a raccoon? The best guy to corner a raccoon?
To remove him from the corner. Like, who's going to fight the raccoon is what I'm trying to get at.
He needs someone probably from Northern Ontario that's had some experience with critters. Maybe somebody that looks like they could work in a pest removal company. You ever see that? You always know there's trouble, when you see that truck beside your neighbor down the street.
Yeah, skedaddle. Yeah, they're not having a lot of fun.
When skedaddle's in town, and you see, oh boy, I wonder what could be down there.
We had birds that made a nest in our dryer vent, and then eventually got in the house and couldn't get out of the vent. Oh, it was just making a horrendous racket. And then eventually, so I popped the vent open. And now I have a bird flying in the house, and the kids are young, and of course they're losing their shit. We got the bird up. Okay.
Good friends of ours, the Bruces, had a raccoon issue. There was babies up in their attic.
Oh no!
Somehow they got in the house, babies, and Justin's wife Heather goes up there, and she loves animals, And the mother was gone, and they actually called somebody, and they took care of the baby raccoons. They had little bottles for them, little blankets. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, shabby on the chat saying 100%. If I'm going current guy, poor Nick Cousins, I'm getting him to deal with the raccoon. 1,000%. But he'd get down there and probably fight it. Eh?
I'm gonna if I can see him today, I'm gonna ask if he has any fears.
Poor Cuz?
Yeah, like what? He's like, afraid of heights. Like, do you think Nick Cousins has? We're way off topic here. Jesus. Do you think Nick Cousins would have any fears?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I could see him being maybe afraid of sharks. Some guys, the ocean. Well, not too many guys like sharks. So
no, there's a reason to be afraid of sharks.
I'll say that. Well, some guys are so afraid of sharks they won't even go in the ocean.
So Eric Carlson won't surf when he was in San Jose. He told us on the show because he's afraid of sharks.
Well, I'm the same. I don't like going in the ocean. We were in Maui back when I was playing for the Ducks, and we took a trip over there because it's not as far. And I went boogie boarding out on the beach in Maui, and we were nonstop. Me and my buddy Alex Hicks, who was playing with me. And then I watch a news clip the next year, like right off the coast of Maui is one of the great habitats for great white sharks. They make their way up during this season. I'm like, okay.
That's so good.
Player I played with though for a raccoon, I go with oh boy, I'll have to go. Does that have to be a former Sen, Wally?
Yeah, like so that people in the chat know. Like
I'd probably go with Mike Fisher. Mike Fisher is like he's a hunter. He's a trapper. Like I could see him.
Oh, good point. Yeah,
Fish would know what to do, and he would he would be very humanitarian too. He would take care of the animal, make sure no harm came to it.
Chris Neal has gotten votes. Sean Donovan.
Dono too. Dono would probably train it, and it'd be
he'd walk it out on a leash.
Hey, come on there. I go back, and I said, Dono, if you deal with this raccoon, I all of a sudden go in, and Dono and the raccoon are playing a game of cards together. Hey, York, he's fine.
He's sitting on his lap.
He's a good guy. He's just misunderstood.
Borocop is another one in the chat, and Claude Giroux just got a vote.
I'm going Dono. Well, Dono's a farmer now too. He knows how to relate to animals. He'd be perfect.
Yeah, it's just I don't understand how we got to this point. I apologize, everybody.
It's a great show. Well, listen, people after Friday's show, and my God, you guys on Friday, people say, "Can we please get some chit chat back in this show?"
No,
way too serious.
I saw a comment the other day. I can't watch that show because there's too much chit chat.
Wow, we don't, and that's fine. It's fine. We don't need those folks.
They are not in the majority, as I've found out, because I get told everywhere I go. Like, once a day.
I love the chit chat. People
and it bugs me every. I just start to stew a little every time. Anyway. Frankie should be popping in, so let's do some business before he gets there. As always, our big show today brought to you by PetSmart. No, that's not true. Brought to you by Shoeless Joe's. Daily deals you don't want to miss. Burgers, wings, cold beer, great prices. No fluff, just big flavors 5 nights a week. Tonight is Yorkie. It's Tuesday at Shoeless Joe's.
Isn't that the flatbread night?
No, Tuesdays? That's Thursday. Tuesday.
Wingy.
Yes, $10 for crispy, saucy, big old wings. Big Burger Energy on Wednesday, and of course the half-price wine and $10 flatbreads on Thursday. Don't forget Canadian teams on the screen, $9 buds all game long. Shoeless Joe's, where daily deals meet big flavors and good times on repeat in 2 great locations: Kempville, if you want to go see Sean Donovan, and Orleans, where Yorkie doesn't ever like to visit.
Well, it's a tough sledding from
you got to pack a lunch and gas up the car.
Wrong time of day. Actually, I'll give you props. You were driving out to Orleans during Christmas time in the Mugmobile, weren't you?
The Mugmobile it's got 1 million kilometers on it now.
Well, you can expense it. BEI. This show is brought to you by Bonisher Excavating. BEI, if you're a homeowner thinking about a new driveway, fresh gravel, or getting your property ready for spring, BEI can help. They supply quality aggregate, landscape materials, and competitive prices, and they've got the equipment and experience to handle everything from small residential jobs to full driveway work. To get a quote or learn more, visit monitoreXrating.com or give them a call, 613-432-1120. BEI helping to shape the Ottawa Valley, and as always, slow down in those pesky construction zones because they're everywhere.
And Beyond the Pale Brewing Company, locally owned and one of Ottawa's go-to craft breweries, serving up some of the city's favorite beers with new seasonal releases always on tap. Two great locations, the brewery and tap room, 250 City Center, which is a great spot, plenty of parking. It'll be fantastic, especially it'll be close to the new rink if and when that ever gets done. And the new spot in the Byward Market, 21 George Street, top-notch food, great atmosphere, and a perfect place to catch the next big Ottawa game, particularly the City Center location. For more information, go to btpshop.ca, btpshop.ca. And since we want to have a little more positivity on the show, Yorkie, if you can email into the show, cihsends@gmail.com, and say which Ottawa Senator would be best at curtailing current Ottawa Senator, at curtailing a raccoon in a corner, we'll hand out a free mug. Okay? Free mug today. Just cihsends@gmail.com. cihsends@gmail.com.
I feel like I'm in the witness protection program. I'm in a dark room right now. I'm holding out here. Just looking out the windows.
We've given you $3 million in equipment and you can't figure out the light.
Anyway, I got the camera. I got everything going. I got the flashlight.
All right. So without further ado, I think he's ready. All right. Let's bring in Frankie Corrado. Hey, a former Vancouver Canuck and Ottawa Senators.
Yes, sir, Frankie.
What's up, all?
Nice to see you, sir. Where are you today? Are you in Montreal's on the road? Washington?
Frankie's got shitty Wi-Fi too right now. He's got hotel Wi-Fi. He's got hotel Wi-Fi going.
Frankie?
Yeah. He's got he didn't upgrade to the good Wi-Fi.
He's at the Motel 6. We'll get him back in a sec.
Boys. I wonder if Frankie's a Pulp Fiction guy. Have you seen Pulp Fiction, Wally?
Okay, bring him back.
Okay, we got.
Let's see if this works. If not, I'm kicking Yorkie off the show.
No. Oh no, Wally.
You're partially there. Okay. I'm going to talk to you as quick as I can to get a question out of you. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I got hotel Wi-Fi. You never know what you're going to get, man.
Oh, don't I know? With James Reimer yesterday struggled with the Wi-Fi. You would think in today's 2026 that we could solve the Wi-Fi issue.
One would think.
Anyway, nice. I can't even tell if you're frozen or not. How are you? Things are good?
Oh, he just took a massive breath, Wally. Is he okay?
I don't know.
You know what I'm doing right now? I'm enjoying. Remember that delicious coffee I had yesterday, Wally?
That I paid for? Yes.
It's back. It's back.
Am I paying for pot number 2 again?
The reason I asked you if have you seen Pulp Fiction?
I have.
Do you know who Mr. Wolf is?
So, yes, I think he's the problem solver.
He's the problem solver. Yes, you call Mr. Wolf. It's one of them. I think it's one of the best scenes, and I'm even going to go so far to say in movie history.
Cinema.
Cinematic history. Played by Harvey Keitel.
Oh, yeah?
Harvey Keitel. He comes in because they have a problem. That John Travolta and who's the other guy that's playing? How do I not know him? Samuel Jackson. Yeah. Samuel Jackson. They're the two guys, the two hitmen. They have a problem, and then they have to call in Mr. Wolf to fix their problem. Similar to what's going on with the Sens right now, Wally. They have a problem. They need a fixer. They need a guy to come in and clean the mess up. Who do you call? You call James Reimer. He's Mr. Wolf. He's Mr. Wolf.
Okay. Well, yeah, he's not Mr. Raccoon, clearly. Mr. Wolf.
Mr. Wolf. Yes.
I'm assuming you have now probably got a clip of this.
I had one. I hope our good producer Jake's got it on handy. It's one of the best clips of.
All right, let's see it.
You're Jimmy, right? This is your house?
Sure is.
I'm Winston Wolf.
And he's there to fix it. He's there for the raccoons and the.
He's there to fix the problem, Wally. Mr.
All
Wolf.
right. Once again,
We're gonna try this again. We're gonna try this again.
The third time's a charm. Hey,
What's up, boys? I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone using data because the Wi-Fi stinks here in Washington.
listen, you work for a multi-gazillion-dollar telecom. Do you not have free data?
No, I think I do actually, but I think I do. I think I'm okay. What's going on, boys?
So I will tell you what. I was working for Bell. I was at TSN. It was trade deadline day. I'm in Carolina, and at the time, TSN they just kind of I think switched over from us having to pay our bills to TSN. They didn't pay the bill on trade deadline day in the morning. Bell shut my phone off.
Dude, that's like KHL stuff right there. Like the KHL, they might not pay the Bauer bill, so you're like, hey. Can't get any more skates this year. We haven't paid the Bauer bill.
Frankie, Frankie, are you a Pulp Fiction guy? Have you seen Pulp Fiction?
I've seen it, but like, I'm not a great like movie reference guy. So if you're gonna throw something at me, like
it's just a great scene.
Or Step Brothers or The Godfather.
Yeah. That's your go-to.
Like
that's your go-to. Little
dude,
Step Brothers.
Yeah. If Goodfellas is on TV, I literally have to stop what I'm doing and just put it on every time.
One of my favorites, Goodfellas, is right up there. I put that in my top 10.
Oh wow.
No, there's a great scene in Pulp Fiction when the cleaner comes in to clean up the mess. They've got a problem. I was referencing it towards James Reimer. He's come in to hopefully to clean this mess up, this goaltending. Because the goaltending, come on, like it's all we talk about every single day. It's like Groundhog Day on the podcast. Yeah. It's like what's wrong with the goaltending again? Like there's nothing else you could say except hopefully Reimer can come in and play half decent.
I texted my old teammate Jimmy Reimer and I said, "Hey bud, is your first dinner at Fratelli's in Canada? Because that's where we would go every time for dinner on the road. We would stay at the Brook Street, then we'd take the hotel shuttle over to Fratelli. And I just have so many memories of me, Jimmy, Peter Holland, Matty Hunwick."
Oh no, he's muted.
What happened?
Here, we got muted, Frankie. You muted your phone.
This is just how the Sens season has gone. We just start to get going. There you are.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
we got you. All
right.
Hey, Frankie. How I don't know James very well. I know guys like yourself and other guys that know him. Every single person I talk to says what a great guy he is, and he did his first little pressy the other day in the room. It's like you could just feel the room kind of calm down, like just nice, like just a guy that comes in and just calm, like doesn't put like the pressure just seemed to kind of come down a little bit when he entered the room. It just seems like a real good dude.
He's one of those guys that really embodies like the never too high, never too low, always happy to be around, never takes a day for granted in the NHL. He does that really well. So yeah, you're right. Like he can drop the temperature a little bit just with like the way he kind of acts, but also he's going to have to make some saves here, right? Like that. How you are and your presence about you can only go so far. Like they're going to have to get some saves from him. Like there's no doubt that's the biggest and maybe the only thing that is hurting this team right now is the fact that they can't get any saves because they are third in the NHL at expected goals against. They're one of the best defensive teams in the league. They are above the middle of the pack offensive team. Their penalty kill, other than the results they get, like what the percentage is, like per 2 minutes, what they give up, like expected against, they're 9th in the league. Like all these things that they're really good at, shot attempts, shots, they're in the top 10. Like, it's just, it all comes down to goaltending right now. And I'm not going to say it's crazy that they've kind of put it all on Jimmy Reimer's shoulders, but for a guy that's almost 40, like, you hope he can give you a little bit of a run here where he at least gives you a chance to win with some average goaltending.
37. I want to be corrected because Claude Giroux got mad at me when I aged him by a year. So I'm just going to make sure. Once you get over 35, you're over, no one wants to be told what their age. Anyway,
don't I know it though? I told my wife goes, I'm turning 34 this year. I go, you're in your mid 30s. She goes, I am not. I'm in
Frankie.
I go, yeah, 34, 35, 36 is mid 30s. And then she didn't talk to me the rest of the day.
Yeah, you should know better. When you used to come into town with James getting the start, Reimer, did you guys always feel like you'd win because of his record in Ottawa?
Talk as you are, Frankie. We just have a black box.
Yeah, I didn't feel like we won at all, Wally, but I guess James's record is pretty good in Ottawa, which is nice. And I saw the video of him kind of going on the ice, looking around the stadium. I'm sure he's thinking, yeah, I had some pretty good nights here. But you know what? Like, if you looked at his Hockey DB page, he's never been like a superstar one goalie in the league. But he's been pretty consistent, man. He's only had 2 years in his entire career where he's been a sub 900 save percentage. And he's played on some good teams. He's also played on some really bad teams, and I was a part of one. So, like, he's been a consistent goalie for a long time.
100%. Do you think he can get the job done for a guy that hasn't played all year?
I guess what I would say to that is, how much worse can it possibly get? Like, even if right, like, and it's crazy that's the bar. That's the bar right now. But I think you look at it and you say, we'll throw him in the net. Let's see what he's got, and it just can't be any worse than what we're getting. So in saying that, even if it's a little bit better, even if he can just give you like something close to 900, I think like it gives you a chance to win games, and that's all you're asking for. The thing is, like, you don't need him to come in and be Dominic Hasek. You don't need him to be the savior. Although on the outside, it might look like this is such a desperation move. You're going to Jimmy Reimer to come save your season. No. He's just coming to give you average goaltending. And if he can do that, which I'm hopeful he can, you'll have a chance to win games.
You know, it's so funny. Frankie says that line. Your picture is blacked out for some reason right now. We can't even see you.
Oh.
It is true though, Wally. Like, and when you really think about it, when you look, every person saying this, anybody that's following the Sens, anybody that's watching hockey, people that follow the team every single day, they just need average goaltender. They don't need great.
No, so
they don't need great. They just need okay.
I suspect they're going to get Levi Marilainen in goal again tonight because I'm not even sure Reimer is dressing at this point. Right now, on the official NHL roster, he's not listed. He is listed in the game notes. So I suspect, because he's signed to a contract, I suspect he's not dressed tonight, but that's not 100%.
Why wouldn't you dress him?
I just think the exhaustion, all that stuff that's happened, he's just not. It wouldn't do him any good to put him in.
Well, as a backup,
if he's not starting, I don't think he's going to be the backup. Right? He's had long couple of days. I'm going to guess that you get set, and then we'll get you in there starting tomorrow.
He said we'll see. He said he was feeling pretty good. Like he said,
I'm just telling you the NHL roster, Yorkie.
But they can change that today.
100%, which is why I said, as of right now, he's not listed on the NHL roster.
I think he backs up.
We'll see.
I think he back. Yeah, that was just funny. That was funny, Frankie. Frankie says that when we're looking at a black screen. That was actually pretty funny. He was
still there. Can he not come back? Or maybe he's not there.
Jake's gone too.
Frankie, can you still hear us?
I've been listening to you guys the whole time.
Oh, I didn't know we took you down. It's just we'll edit later and stick your face up somehow.
Just put like an AI picture of Frankie up there.
We're gonna draw a picture of you.
Do me a favor, slim me out a little bit. Give me a nice strong jawline too.
We will touch you up nicely. Levi Marilainen's last 7 starts, a 356 goals against average, an 853 save percentage, and he's a 2-4 record because he left the net in Detroit. Like, what do we do with Levi Marilainen?
Well, ultimately, like he's a young goalie, so you want to get him minutes. You want him playing and feeling confident about his game. And I would look at it this way. They clearly wanted to have a path for him to earn ice time and earn starts this season. That's why you didn't bring back Anton Forsberg. And I can understand, like, hey, we want young players to play, so we got to leave a path for them to have some success. All that stuff is true. So they value him. They value him within the organization. But he's got to find his confidence to the point where it feels like he was last year. Maybe he doesn't have to be like, such a scorching start or whatever, like he had last year, but just something that gives him a little consistency. And he's not finding that right now at the NHL level. And you can't even blame the team around him. Like they're giving him good performances, but you know what happens, right? Like you lose some games, then all of a sudden, the puck starts going in the back of your net and your game changes a little bit, and then it looks a little odd. And so that's something they have to avoid as a group. But I mean, for him, for the goalie Marilainen, he's got to just find some confidence. And I don't know if he's going to do that at the NHL level right now.
Fair enough. What do you think of Rick Bowness going behind the bench in Columbus?
Man, I want to know what that sales pitch was. Like, retired, 70 years old. Hey, come coach the Columbus Blue Jackets of all teams. Like, and I think they would have had higher expectations based on the fact that, like, they brought in Charlie Coyle and they brought in Miles Wood, and like they thought they had solidified their group, and young guys are, taking another step, but as a team, they just haven't been able to get to where they gotta go. So he's a great connector with players on an individual level. Yeah. He's a great communicator. That's always going to be his bread and butter. That's his MO. And I think if you're looking at that team, you say there's some young guys here that could use a little bit of Rick Bowness. Like he's got a little bit of that. I don't know, that's something that really resonates with players. And maybe it's just a short-term thing, something to get everyone who needs it going. And then maybe you find your long-term solution after that. But he is Yorkie. I don't know if you ever played for Bones, but like he's great at just like leveling with you and getting a lot out of guys.
He was, I remember when he was in Tampa, I know a lot of my buddies that played for him. To your point, he's a relationship guy. Like he just knows the right buttons to push. He was a tremendous D coach and then turned into a great head coach. But you know how it is. Like guys can read through phonies in a minute, because unfortunately there are people in this business, that they don't really have your back, or they don't, like, everybody wants to win in this business, but the guys that win and the guys that are successful are the guys that can get the players to believe that the coach wants them to do well. And he has, he's there for himself to win, but he also wants you to do well as a player. I think Bones has that ability to get through to players and just get that extra, whatever it is, Frankie, 10, 15% that some guys just have a knack to do. Like, to get a guy to play for his coach it's a tough thing to do. Some guys can do it. Who's a master at that, Frankie? Barry Trotz.
Right.
Just such a good human being that as a player, if you were not playing well, you would feel bad because you felt like you were letting him down.
Yeah. I think don't like guys that have played for Barry Trotz. One buddy, a former teammate who played for Trotzy in Nashville, said that this is the kind of guy Trotzy is. Like, he'll see someone's, you'll see someone's plus minus, right? And let's say it's -6, I don't know, -8, -10. And someone will say that. And you know what Trotzy will say? Oh, he must be on the ice a lot with the goalie pulled. That's why he's got those. You know what I mean? Like, so he's got your back that way. Like, he's not going to bury you.
Yeah. Like, no. But the thing with these guys as well, like the guys like the Trotzys, the Bones, is they also know when to be hard on you, because you can't just be Mr. Nice Guy all the time. It doesn't work in this business. And it's just that balance. The guys like that just know the balance. They know what it takes, and good people too. Like I said, you can always sniff out the imposters, but you know who the true, genuine people in the game are.
It'll be interesting in Columbus to see how long Rick Bowness is there, because I mean, you can't say that it's a lost season for Columbus right now, because it's not yet. But I mean, is he going to be there next year? Is he going to be there the year after? Like it almost feels like at age 70, coming out of retirement, it's like, see what you got for us this year. We'll see where it goes, and we're just going to reevaluate at the end of the season.
Yeah. Like he's coming in. He's like a cleaner, coming in, clean it up, see if he can get things back on. Almost like when the Sens brought Jacques Martin in, maybe a similar situation to that, just like a little stopgap. And
dude, I call it the Ray Donovan. It's called, I call it the Ray Donovan. You come in, you clean up a little bit of a mess, you hop in the Mercedes, and you're gone. The Ray Donovan.
It's like that's Mr. Wolf from Pulp Fiction. You're a fixer. You're a fixer.
Couple things before we let you go, Yorkie. Hugo in the chat says, "Tell Frank he's the reason why my kid chose to wear number 5 in Moto as a right-hand defenseman."
I'm leaving, and Frankie's staying. That's what's going on. He said before I go.
No,
you're staying, Yorkie.
Can you, if there's one mic and camera I could mute on this show. And finally, if you had a raccoon cornered, what would you do?
If I had a raccoon cornered?
Yeah. So I don't know how we got on this at the beginning of the show, but we discussed having a raccoon cornered.
I don't know, man.
Have you had any wildlife ever live in your house?
Well, not in my house. Well, yeah, we had birds once in one of our vents. We had to get Orkin come by, clean that up. I've seen raccoons, seen skunks. I don't know. I try and avoid all kinds of all rodents. I just try and avoid all rodents. And that's pretty cool. I wore number 5 for a year in Moto. So it's nice to hear that it wasn't exactly a great year for the team. So I'm happy that someone at least enjoyed what we were putting on the ice.
That's a beautiful rink.
Yeah.
Oh my God, is it ever?
So I went there the year Victor Hedman was being drafted. So that's 07, somewhere in there. 09. Anyway, we went to the rink. They used to have, you could come in, have lunch, and watch practice as a fan.
Very nice. Yeah. It's very civilized.
You know what's crazy? During COVID, all these arenas in Sweden have restaurants that overlook the ice. It's like a thing that they do there.
Yes.
Right?
That's right. I was just there, Frankie. I was in my son's playing for AIK. They're in the Allsvenskan League, and they've got this beautiful restaurant right at the end of the building, and you sit up there, you have your beer in a frosty mug. It's fantastic. It's they know how to do it. They know how to do it over there.
You probably had a few Norlands Gould.
That's exactly what I had in Norlands. Hey? I said to my wife, I'm going to have this Viking beer in Norlands, and So, but during COVID, there were restrictions on how many fans you could have in a stadium, but no restrictions on how many people you could have in a restaurant. So all the fans were in the restaurant watching the game. They would have as many people as they could fit in the restaurant. And they would be doing the cheering section thing in the restaurant. All right. Listen, as long as you were sitting down, you're fine. If you stand up, that's when it gets you. It only goes around at head height.
Exactly.
Frankie, we're sorry for the technical issues and keeping you longer. I appreciate your time. Say hi to your middle-aged wife for me.
Oh, Wally. Cut that clip. Cut that clip.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I'm about 50 years old now anyways. Sorry about the bad Wi-Fi, boys. We'll catch up again soon properly.
See you, pal. Take care. Appreciate you.
We're talking to the man of mystery. He is just a black square. Oh, so funny. Oh my God.
I can't, we're January 13th and this year has aged me already.
Wow. That's just good podcasting there, Wally. We've covered a lot of things today. We've figured out a lot of things. How do we deal with a cornered raccoon? Who do we call for a cornered raccoon? Never to trust hotel Wi-Fi. Although mine's actually hanging in there pretty good.
Yes.
It's hanging in there. I don't know. Where is Frankie right now? Who's he doing? What game's he doing?
Well, I meant it. I know that I think they're in I don't know if he's on the trip, but I think Montreal is in Washington, if I'm not mistaken.
Somebody just chatted in, Wally, for that comment on Frankie's wife. You better get one of your frozen roses that you keep in the freezer. The supplies are low right now. Wally stocks up on roses after Valentine's Day when they go on sale. Then he takes about 2 dozen, and he freezes them for special occasions when he needs a frozen rose.
And since we're just a month away, quantities are low right now. I don't have a lot left.
Yeah. Restocking the rose freezer. Do you keep them in the deep freeze in the basement? Do you have one of those big deep freezers in your basement?
I do.
That sucks up all your. You know how much energy you're using down there?
No.
That deep freezer.
No, but
a lot.
If it keeps Lisa happy, she can have 2.
So what are you keeping there? What's in your deep freezer? You probably have some shepherd's pies, some frozen roses.
No, because Lisa won't ever get me. She hates shepherd's pie. So here's something though. I don't know why we're even going to get into this. We still got some work to do.
I can wait.
Lisa used to. Do you know Quitter's Coffee? Used to be Quitter's Coffee, and
it was fantastic in Stittsville. It was awesome. They sold it to somebody. Yeah.
Yes. So when they first they sold it to Equator. When they first opened, Lisa used to bake scones and a few other things every morning for them.
I love a good scone.
So one of the scones was like cinnamon, chocolate chips.
Yeah,
but they're so. But
did
they didn't sell them.
Did she make you a salty scone?
She makes anyway. The scones are amazing, but you can't buy the cinnamon chips in Canada. So whenever I used to travel on the road, the first thing I had to do was find a Target or a Walmart that actually stocked them, and then I had to go get them. And so I'm bringing back like 10 bags of cinnamon chips, and like they probably think I'm dealing in something. Like, I don't know that this guy should have all these baking necessities.
You were taking all these baking necessities over the border.
Yeah. So now
you're like the cinnamon mule.
So exactly,
you're muling cinnamon over the border.
So there's now like, I don't know, there's still like 40 bags of this stuff in the freezer. Like, it just takes up all the I'm like, Lisa, let's move on here. So I told her we got to empty down. They got to get the freezer down. Gertie's got food in there. We make Gertie some food. I don't know what else is in there. Probably some bread and some jam.
Probably some frozen steaks for the summertime.
There's no frozen, only fresh each day from Farm Boy whenever we need it.
Yeah.
But so expensive.
Steaks? Yeah.
Oh,
they're not cheap.
So I only eat filet.
Yeah, you don't like a good ribeye?
No. And so now the kids only eat filet. So it's,
what have you done, Wally? What have you done?
And so they've had ribeye, and so they're like, this is too chewy.
Wally, I'll give you for your bargain basement ways. If you want to save a few bucks, get a nice flank steak, cook it up, and slice it up. Oh, if you do it right, Wally, you got to put some nice. You got to tenderize it a little bit. Get some garlic salt on there. You can do it up.
No, is the flank? What's underneath the neck? And I apologize, everybody, for this.
I don't know.
Because Darren Dreger, we went out in Slovakia one time, and I'm like, I only eat like filet. He's like, no, this will be really good for you.
Yeah, your steaks, your European steaks taste weird to begin with.
And I started to eat it. I was like, no, we're not.
Yeah. I went to supposedly an awesome steakhouse in Sweden, and the steak tasted weird. It's something with European meat. It tastes weird.
It's probably, although I'll tell you, full of hormones.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, probably.
You might be right there. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
When I was in Switzerland, one of the big delicacies there that everybody raves about is we'd go to this steakhouse, and I'd look over to my buddy Ryan Gardner. I'm like, "What do you got there?" He goes, "Oh, Yorkie's the best. You got to eat this." I go, "What is it?" He goes, "It's horse."
Yes.
The guys are pounding the horse meat over there. And I wouldn't eat it. I'm like, I can't do this. So finally, like after we won the championship there, we went for a big team meal there. And he's like, you got to try the horse. I'm like, I had like, I don't know, four glasses of wine. I finally stomached one down. It's the visual. I can't do it. You know, you're eating
Mr. Ed.
Mister something that's friendly, and you go for a ride on.
Okay, I'm sorry. We're moving on. Anyway, I don't know. Today, I'm sorry. It's an animal shit. We're like Jack Hanna's Wild Wilderness or whatever. Lauren Green. This show brought to you by Bet365. Our proud presenting sponsor. Whatever your bet is never ordering at Bet365. Download the app, get on the game, use code NATION. Must be 19 or older, Ontario only. Please play responsibly. If you or someone who has a gambling problem, visit connectsontario.ca. Yorkie, remember I told you last night about we did the 9-game parlay, and I said the one team that concerns me is the Rangers. They were the first team to lose last night. Cost me the parlay.
Of course they were. Why would you? You should have taken that one out and added something else in there.
I know. It was
a shot.
I should have just flipped the teams, but anyway.
Yeah.
So no more of that nonsense. So today, although it would have paid $1,208 on a $10 bet.
Mm-hmm. That's why the Rangers were in the bet.
I know. Even Colorado lost to the Leafs. That's another one. But once again, in overtime, I don't think they've lost in regulation at home yet again this season. So today, it's the Canucks and the Senators, the Senators are heavily favored in this one to win. I took Brady Tkachuk 3 shots on goal, Drake Batherson 2 shots on goal.
Okay.
Regulation win. Oh, I thought I had damn it. Regulation win by Ottawa and Shane Pinto to score a goal.
Okay.
A plus 925.
I could see that. Something's telling me Drake's not going to get 2 shots on goal. Can you move the shots on goal to somebody else?
Well, I know. I already placed the bet.
Like Sanderson. Sanderson always gets
I did think of Jake Sanderson for 2. I did, and I went to Drake.
Jake's
on a 7-game point streak right now.
Well, he'll siphon a lot of shots in from the point where Drake might have the shot, but then he'll look to go, I'm going to go backdoor instead here. I see a better option.
I feel like 2 isn't that far for him, though. So
yeah. Still a good bet.
We'll see.
We'll see. It's better than that Ranger bet you had.
I know. I'm disappointed in myself. So as we said, Vancouver comes in. They have lost all 4 games on this road trip. Played last night, lost 6-3 in Montreal. The only team I feel that's had a more miserable season right now feels like Vancouver. I'm hoping it gets to 5 games here. Do you see any way? Well, obviously, is a way they can lose, but do we feel very confident?
No, I don't, because the goaltending hasn't been good. So, do I think they'll win? But I don't feel overly confident about it. Like I don't feel overly confident.
Yeah, no, it's fair. I just think they've like at some point enough is enough, and you need to find a way to compete.
It's an old April Wine song there, Wally. Enough is enough. Great pull by you right there. I do think they'll win.
Hey, little Richard Getty. I'm right, aren't I? Is that April? No, that's Rush. Damn it.
No, that's Getty. No, that's Geddy Lee, Wally. Geddy Lee. That's Geddy Lee is the lead singer.
I completely messed that up. Yeah, okay, move on.
If you would have just left it alone,
I know I ruined it,
but I just laughed and nodded, tried to let you off the hook. Yeah, you got to, like I said, Vancouver's a desperate team too, so they're gonna play hard. Not lots has gone right for them this year, but Ottawa being at home, they are at home, right? Yeah, being at home.
Yes. Here, I got 2 notes before you
make.
But
their home record's not that great this year.
It's not very good. So, Vancouver has won 4 straight games in Ottawa, which is a weird stat. Yeah. One more thing. Wait. Levi Merilainen's first win was a year ago yesterday.
Okay, I'm sold now.
At home. First win at home. First win at home was Dallas, January 12th, 2025.
I hope for Levy's sake he has a good night and gets some confidence back in his game, because he is, like, you just listen to James Reimer talk yesterday about watching Levi Merilainen in practice. Like, he's an athletic goalie. He's got all kinds of capabilities. He looks great. It's a mental thing that's going on right now. It's a mental thing.
Okay, I have a question for you. Why do you say that?
I was talking to Flames goalie coach Jason LaBarba yesterday, and I said, "Hey, we're talking about goalies yesterday on the podcast," and I'm like, "What's one of the biggest things you guys do?" Because you're asking that question, right? He's like, "We're psychologists. Like it's you're talking to your guys. That's one of the biggest things. It's confidence and between the ears." And
100%.
obviously, you have to have technical stuff, like doing your fundamentals and your footwork and all that stuff. But it's when you watch Merlion play, like he has stretches where he's looking really good. Then there's all of a sudden one of those goals goes in. It seems to be high blocker. And then the doubt creeps in, right? So I hope he has a good night, gets his confidence back. And I do believe having a guy like, regardless of how Reimer plays, that was funny what Frankie says. Yeah, you can't just be a nice guy. You got to stop some pucks. Yeah. Absolutely. But I do think the presence of an older guy around is going to help him. Okay. Just settle him down a little bit.
So I have one question off of that, because yesterday, as you know, in the room, goalies all sit together. It goes Ullmark, Merlion, and then they had to take Stephen Halliday's old stall and 2 small stalls for James Reimer, because they don't usually have 3 goalies.
Yeah.
James is standing in front of all the media, and it's a bigger media group than usual, it feels like. And Merlin's trying to get his gear off. And I'm just wondering at that time, is it a little awkward for him? Because he knows that this guy, if he was playing better, this guy wouldn't be here.
Well, I think he's been realizing he hasn't been playing well for a while. So I don't think that just dawned on him because he's there all of a sudden. I think it's probably a little bit of, I'm not going to say relief, but there's always, when things are going bad, you're always wondering what's going to happen. Am I going to be sent down? Is this guy going to get traded? What shoe is going to drop? That you see that. Well, you see that all the time being around the NHL for so long. It's the anticipation 100%. Of what's going to happen. Well, if it's happened, this is what they've done. This is the minor solution for right now. So I think having happened is a good thing, because now you can kind of put to rest. This is what we're going to do for the time being. And yeah, so what? He's got to, that has to happen today. The dressing room's a little crammed or whatever, but I just think when you watch practices, the goalies are always working with the goalie coach together. They're chatting together. I just think he's going to bring a calmness to him. And I hope he does. I just, like, for me, I being a former player, it's tough when you watch guys struggle. And no matter where you know the person or not. And hey, listen, these guys are all paid well. It's not the end of the world.
But it doesn't matter, right? It's still mentally, you don't cash a check mentally.
Exactly. So, and from all accounts, everything I've heard about Merlion, he's a good kid. He's a
great guy.
And he's a kid. People have to remember that he's a kid. Like this guy's not a seasoned guy. It's the first time he's been through something like this. So I hope things get straightened out for him and for the team, because if this continues, they're done. They're not going to make the playoffs.
Last topic is they've juggled some lines again. I love the fourth line. I think David Perron and Nick Cousins and either Ella or Halliday have been very good in that group.
Yes, me too.
The third line, we don't have to say anything about. Again, so they moved some bodies around, right? Zetterlund, Stützle, Batherson. That was yesterday's lines. Tkachuk, Cousins, Giroux. I don't know why. I still like Tkachuk, Stützle, and Batherson together, but it's almost like you load up and you don't leave anything else for the other line. I feel like Dylan Cousins is the key to all this. He's got to find a way to start to create more offensively and drive that line.
Yeah, he's just a little more consistent. He seems to be like hot and cold, right?
Yeah.
When he's good, he's really good, and then sometimes he goes times where there's not much going on. Yeah, you talk to guys, they just you get used to playing with certain guys. When you're losing, that's what happens. You continually juggle things around. I still like Tkachuk with Stützle. I still do. I didn't like. You looked at that line, because it's been, if you look since Zetterlund's gotten here, and he's scoring a little more this year, it just seems like it's always tough to find a permanent home for which line he's going to be on. And I liked that line with Stützle, Zetterlund, and Tkachuk. I thought there was something there. They had a nice little run there for a little bit where they're reading off each other. Zetterlund was getting in there, getting his nose dirty. They were doing some good things, but hey, see how this goes. Claude Giroux's been been excellent. So the thinking maybe with Giroux, with Cousins, there could be something there. I still love the line though of Pinto, Amadio, and Giroux. Like that the way that line was playing earlier this year was phenomenal.
100%. But you've got to find, I think, more for a team that's struggling to score right now, and he's your leading scorer over the last 12 games. I think you have to find him more time to play. So, and you don't want to see, like, Ridley Gregg has played well. He does, like, unfortunately, they have 4 people to play on that third line. But yeah. Would you put Tkachuk, Stützle, and Giroux together and then just go Zetterlund, Cousins, Batherson?
I like Giroux with Stützle and Tkachuk.
Yeah.
Yeah. They read off each other extremely well. Absolutely. I'd love to see that combo together. And then you're saying Cousins, Zetterlund, and Batherson. Yeah. I still like the David Perreault, Cousins, and Batherson line. Like I just find when they're on it, they are hard to play against. They've had some stretches in the offensive zone, but then it's the old thing. You just get back to the same thing. Where is Zetterlund going? Like, it just seems to be the common denominator, right? Where are you
100%. 100%.
It's like you got to find a spot for him. Where is he fitting? Who does he go with? Ridley Gregg, I like how he's playing right now. Like he's played well with Pinto and Matty. Gregg can play anywhere. Like I could see Gregg going on the left side and playing with Cousins and Batherson. But then you get back to the whole thing. Well, Zetterlund has to play in the top 6. Right. I'm not bashing Zetterlund. Like he's playing, he's producing this year a little bit. It just seems like there's always trying to find a home for him.
Agreed. I just don't know how it all plays out, but
yeah,
the only question people always bring up,
winning answers all these questions.
Winning solves everything, 100%. But the lines have been juggled consistently now for a little bit. That happens when you're losing, right?
Yep.
Do you think it's an issue to keep juggling? And I'll just say that before that, they end up playing together all the time anyway. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
No, it's not. It's not. Well, you know, the
defensive partners, I will say yes.
1,000% for me. And this is what kind of drives me crazy about a lot of teams when they do things. Your most important partners and duos are your defense pairs. That's where everything starts. Like guys that's why when I see you dressed in 7D or what Team Canada did, they dressed 8D. Like when you do stuff like that, you're just destroying the rhythm of the hockey game. Yeah. It is so important for your defense partners to know what's going on, to know where the reads are, to the reverses, the passes. If you can't get out of your own zone, you're done. Like it doesn't matter what your forward combinations are. If your D don't get out clean, you're not winning.
100%. And they do have 2 of the best to be able to do it. Like Thomas Chabot and Jake Sanderson.
Yep.
It's so effortless.
That's why Chabot, like when he's out of the lineup, you notice it because he takes that puck and he skates out of trouble. He makes high percentage plays and he makes it look easy.
A couple of quick notes before we go. At the game tonight, it's a mental health night. You can buy a mystery puck for $35. Also, Sean Dennis, maybe Sean Denis, I don't know, picked, he's won the mug. He said, what did he say? It's got to be the Riddler. I feel his no bull style of play with gritty attitude would match up perfectly with the feistiness of a raccoon.
I'd agree with that too.
I love Dylan McDermott. I would hide behind Dylan McDermott though. Curtis McDermott. Fuck. Why do I don't know why I keep calling him Dylan.
You call him Dylan
all the time. All the
just
time.
Just what'd you call Geddy Lee earlier?
Nothing. That part never happened.
Canadian music icon. What'd you call him? Richard Lee or something?
No.
You know the singer.
I thought I nailed it. I was so proud of myself.
Oh, yeah. All right. I got to go to the rink.
Listen, I'm busy too. We'll see everybody Thursday. See everybody. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Coming In Hot. If you enjoyed the show, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to never miss an episode.